Okay, back in business here, talking about slope. Slope is rise over run. The rise is how much did it change in the vertical direction, up and down. So if we have a line here, we just draw a line, and we're given points where that line intersects the corners of squares there. Let's find out what the points are. -2 is this one, and this one here is 3, 5. 3, 5. We're going to find the slope of this line just by using the numbers. First of all, again, the rise is the change in y, the change in our vertical, okay? How much did it rise? That makes sense. Rising is vertical. You get up or down, positive change if you get up, positive change in rise, positive rise when you get up, negative rise when you go down. So it makes sense. I like to think of a slope as a kind of like a ski slope, kind of like the edge of a hill. Skiing. I love to ski. So it's that's what a slope is. It's you ski on a slope, right? You go down the slope. Anyway, but this is a positive slope because it's going up if we move from left to right. This line is going up, so it's a positive slope. If it were going down like that, it would be a negative slope, okay? Anyway, so this is a positive. You will need to find the change in rise, the rise, which is the change in the y coordinate. So let's look at the change in y here. 5 minus -2. Okay, and we know subtraction means to change the sign of the subtrahend and add, so that's 5 plus 2, which is 7. So our rise is 7. Okay, and then our run is our change horizontally. Like you run. When you run down the street, which is a horizontal direction. You don't run up, that wouldn't make sense. But so the run is named that for a specific reason because it's horizontal. It's the way we run. You can also run negative or positive, of course, left to right, as we know. But that would be the x values, see, because x is horizontal, right? So find the change in the x values. 3 minus -2. Of course, we know that's 3 plus 2, which is 5. Okay, so 5 is our run. So 7 over 5 is our slope, and slope is always notated with the letter M, if you notice that in your book. Okay, so we're going to do some practice problems. Make sure you pause the video after we go over this practice problem so you can do some problems. Okay, here we go. We're going to do number 1 on page 361. It says, find the slope of each line using the given points. You need to find the rise and the run, and then put the rise over the run. So it gives us points here. Points we have, we have -4, -2. Okay, so since it says -4, -2 is our first point, and then our other point is 5, 0. 5, 0. So we find our change in y first. The second one's y, because that's the rise, right? What's the rise? Well, it's -2 minus 0. -2 minus 0. Well, of course, we know that's no change at all from -2 to 0. It's just a -2 change. In other words, you started at -2 over here, and you went to 0. You have -2 worth of change. See, -2 minus 0. So -2 is our rise, and then we put that over the run when we find that. The run is our subtracting of the x values, -4 minus 5. -4 minus 5 is -9. So we have -2 over -9, which of course would be 2 over 9, because the rule of dividing, same positive, they're both the same sign. Anyway, so we can go over and do another practice, number 7. Find the slope of the lines on the given points. On the given graphs, I'm sorry. And you can do it the same way. You can pick out a point there. Let's see, let's pick out, we can see that I'll show you here. We can see that the line crosses, we could find out where this red line crosses a a square, corners of squares, I'm sorry, corners of squares. So right here at negative 9, 0, negative 9, 0 would be our first one. And then we're going all the way down to 0, negative 6. See that where it crosses the corners of squares is what the points that we want to use. So let's go do that again. That is negative 9, 0. Okay, so this, again, this is number 7. So that was number 1, this is number 7. It's negative 9, comma 0, and the other point was negative 6, or I'm sorry, 0, negative 6. Because remember, we do the x value left and right first, and you know that one's intersecting the y-axis, so the x is 0. Anyway, so we find our difference in y to find our rise, right? Rise over run. So we'll just put those in and find them. This is negative 6 minus 0. Of course, that's negative 6. And then 0 minus negative 9. Well, 0 minus negative 9 is a positive 9. See that? Because you're subtracting your negative, you change the sign of the subtrahend and add. So that's a positive 9. So that's a negative 6 over 9. Negative 6 over 9. Well, we're not completely done because we have to reduce that fraction. Of course, we know 6 over 9 is 2/3, so it's negative 2/3 is our slope there. Okay, always reduce your slope once you find it. That's a negative sign, of course, because we had one was negative and one was positive, so that yields a negative fraction overall there. Okay, and then number 9.